Hi, and welcome to the Most Magical Mondays podcast. I am your host, Angel, and this is the podcast where I talk about anything and everything while I do my makeup. Hi, so this is the first episode of my little podcast that I have told myself will be a thing when I get 1,000 subscribers. I'm right now at 796 subscribers, so I'm not that far away, but at the same time, you never know, and I could also never reach 1,000 subscribers, and in that case, I will just release all of the podcasts that I have pre-recorded on Christmas Day of this year, which is 2022. So yeah, I am starting with some tinted beauty cream. I'm a little excited for this new format for me. I have never done a proper what is it called, a podcast before. I've only done oh my god, I'm so red. I've only done so many guided meditations. If you follow me, you will know. I am very red. I was just outside. So there's that. Yes. So today we're the 15th of February, 2022. And yesterday was Valentine's Day. Now, I am currently single as of today. Or not as of today, but yeah, I'm single right now. And I have been for over a year because I think I need to still work on myself and also heal. I think I owe it to my next partner to be as whole as possible when I am their partner, because I don't think anyone deserves a tired version of me, a sad version. I don't think anyone does that. Anyways, so yeah, I've been single for over a year. And Valentine's Day is a sad day, kind of, for me. I did a guided meditation for self-love to encourage people to practice self-love on a day where everyone is so focused on outer love, where the most important and magical love is yourself. So yes, I did that yesterday, and I celebrated Valentine's Day by eating a pizza. I made some homemade pizza. It was so good, vegan, all of that, and so delicious. What did I want to say again about this? I'm a little nervous. Yes. Wait, I have to think for a second. Okay, I can talk about the palette that I'm going to use. It's the Ether Beauty palette, and it's the Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone palette, and I love it. It all has I don't know if this will be reversed or not, but it has all very beautiful names, and I just love it. So yeah, I'm going to use that now. Yeah, Valentine's Day is such a weird thing. When I was with my previous partner of almost 7 years, I had to beg him to get me flowers, which was in retrospect, it was so crazy that I would just be like, can I please get flowers for Valentine's Day? I had to beg him, and he knew that Valentine's Day was such a big deal to me, and he would just not do anything for Valentine's Day. And I don't know. I don't think I am demanding for I don't think I'm asking for the moon when I say that I just want some flowers. It doesn't have to be the most expensive or most beautiful. I just, Valentine's Day is I love love, and it was kind of sad that I had to beg my love to give me flowers. Also, he was why are flowers so important for you? Why why is this always on your mind and everything and whatever. But now I'm kind of glad that I do not have to spend my Valentine's Day like, oh, did you remember that today was Valentine's Day, etc. to my partner. So I guess I won on that point of love. I don't know. That was kind of sad. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, yeah. So today's theme, do you say that? Today's thing is spirituality and aesthetics. And by the way, before you say anything about my English is my third language. I was born bilingual, and English not being one of the two languages, so English is my third language. Be kind to me, etc. So yes, today's theme is about being spiritual and aesthetics. So for the longest time, I really thought that you had to look a certain way to be fully spiritual. For some reason, I had this concept or misconcept in my head that to be spiritual and to be the full spiritual, my full spiritual self, I had to look a certain way. So I remember first when I discovered spirituality and all of that, I thought it would be the most authentic for me to just drop makeup and just start wearing clothes a certain way, and that felt very off. And I was thinking, you know what, this feels so weird, and I wonder, do you really have to look a certain way to be fully spiritual? And for some time after that, I kind of lost myself out of spirituality, and I started to dress like I normally would, which is, I would say, semi-trendy, something. I don't know. I've been in fashion and stuff. And it felt so good because it felt like home. And one thing I learned early on in dressing the way I always want to is that it feels a lot better. Everything feels a lot better when I'm dressed the way that I want. I'm sorry, what was that? I'm not sick. I'm just talking way too much. And so I would go around and just feel my most self, my most me, and think, okay, well, maybe I can merge spirituality and still, look kind of trendy, or what my style even is. I would say it's a 90s New Yorker something. I don't know. Whatever. 90s New Yorker meet the 60s maybe. Meets the modernity. Modernity. I can't say that word. Modernity. Modern times, basically. And so I started doing that, and I started noticing people around me, people who are into spirituality. Not all of them are dressed like the way you'd think spiritual people are dressed, which only makes it clear that you don't have to look a certain way to be spiritual, because spirituality will literally meet you wherever you are in life, and you do not have to look a certain way to be spiritual, because spirituality is on the inside, so the outside actually doesn't really count. The outside only counts as some kind of protective shield, or I always see it as an avatar of who I am, more of a kind of a mirror of what I feel, and also as some kind of art project, maybe, I don't know, something like this. And and I find it you know, life felt a lot better when I could just embrace my true self while still looking like myself. And now I have like huge, not huge, but like some, what is it called? Like, not personality, but I have kind of issues with who I am myself, and I didn't realize it until I saw it in my birth chart. I don't know, I was googling like what does this and this and this mean in my birth chart, and one of the planets said literally you are going to have problems with like your person, like not really knowing who you are, and it will take time for you to like fully understand who you are from the bottom, and like who are you, you know? So it has actually taken like so long for me to fully grasp who I really am. I am what some people would call a third culture kid. And a third culture kid is someone who has one parent from one country and the other from another, and then, you know, they move places, and at the end of the day they move to like a third country, and they never feel at home anywhere because they can't really relate to one or the other. And when you are, for example, at your mother's country, you just feel like you're from your father's country, and when you're at your father's country, you feel like you are from your mother's country. I'm always seen like that. So my mother is French and my dad is Norwegian, and I have lived both in France and Norway. And when I lived in Norway, people would say, oh yeah, she's the French girl, and when I would live in France, oh yeah, she's the Norwegian girl. It was so hard for me, and I'm sure some of you maybe might relate to me, and it's the same, like, in a way I am more presenting I am presenting as a Scandinavian, I think. I look very Scandinavian. I don't look really French, I think. Not that there's really a look, but I feel like I look a lot more Norwegian. I have more of a Norwegian body type, like very like no curves. So yeah, in a way I look more Norwegian than French. Oh, that's because my DNA test, it's like 80% Scandinavian or something. That's maybe why as well. Oh my god, I am going a little overboard here. Doing my makeup takes less time than anticipated. Ooh, let's put on some, like, sparkles. So, like, today's theme was actually about looking a certain way. Turns out I did not take time at all to talk about that, so I'm sorry about that. This is, like, my trial episode. I don't even know if this will make it to the internet. Hopefully it will, but you never know. So there you go. I tried to do my hair in like a cool thing because I saw a picture of Bella Hadid with her hair like this, her eyes closed like this, and her like beautiful makeup, and I thought, oh, that would look good. That would look good on me. And I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's do some crayon kohl eyeliner from e.l.f. in black. Oh, this is a trick that I learned. You can just like do this. I don't know if you can see it, but the tip is a little mushed, so it's easier to apply. So the idea behind this podcast would be like I film it on my MacBook on photo booth, and it's like the feeling is supposed to feel like we're on some kind of FaceTime and we just talk about things, and maybe down the line you can ask questions like, oh, what should I do? Or, ooh, who's your crush right now? Don't ask that. I don't have any crushes. Ugh. Etc. Oh my god, my hair. Don't look. That's kind of cute. Yeah, like any questions you have. Of course, I will not answer it if it's stupid. Just kidding. No questions are too stupid to be asked. I have heard that from my teachers. Oh, look at my jewelry. This is like some old earrings that I once thrifted, and they are my favorite earrings. They're small cherubs, then there's a heart. They're dangly, and then I also am wearing this. This is opalite, it's an angel, and then this is a little moon with some herkimer here. So yes, that's what I am wearing as jewelry. Do I need anything? Oh yeah, I am not done here. So why I did my eyes before my face is because I always wait for whatever's on my face to dry a little bit. So this is the next product that I'm going to use. Isn't the packaging beautiful? It's beautiful, right? Look. And you open it like this. And this is from an Australian brand called Fluff Cosmetics. I don't know. And it says Fluff and then yes or no. And this is a bronzer and I love it. Honestly, I love putting on makeup. It's just one of my favorite things. I think it's so therapeutic. And I also like the end result sometimes is cool, not always. Oh, I'm so red today. That's because of outside. Oh, okay. So, if you don't know, today is the 15th of February and tomorrow is the full moon. And I have this weird ritual with myself. I live kind of near the sea. I live near the sea. Let's not... Yeah. I can walk down in like 5 minutes and I'm there. What was it? Oh yeah, I have this weird ritual. Like, please don't judge me. I don't know if it's like a witch or like I don't know. I've never really Googled to see if anyone does this. But whenever it's the full moon, I go down there and I just go there usually during the evening because I try to do as much as possible during the days. And I just go down there and I look at the sea. It's so beautiful. I love the sea. It's so beautiful. Bless the sea. And the moon. I wish I could marry the moon, but I can't. And what I do is just take my hands in the sea. Like, go down to the sea, take my hands and do like this with the seawater. And I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but whenever it's the full moon, I just have like urges to go there and do that. So yeah, I am always praying that no one sees me because it's a weird thing to see, I believe. Like, what is that girl doing over there? So yeah. Oh, now I am using this butter blush from... Oh, who does these again? Physicians Formula in the shade Rosy Pink. Because I like roses. And it smells so good. This is actually one of the things that I would smell during the depth of the pandemic, because it reminded me so much of like something else. This and sunscreen. I would just like smell it. During like the worst of it, I was actually living in a apartment, and here's a story time for you. So I was living in an apartment, and for a while there, like, I didn't leave that apartment like for real for like 3 weeks or something, because I had to go sign some papers at my old work. And so I remember just leaving my old work and leaving my old apartment to go to my old work that, by the way, no longer exists. I'm sorry. And I remember just because at my old work there was this, it's near somewhere that had so many flowers, and I just remember walking past that, and the daffodils were like, I could smell the flowers. I hadn't been in nature or like been around flowers during that time, and I just remember the daffodils had a warm scent, and it was just the most beautiful scent I had ever witnessed in my life. And I don't know, it's a very like magical remembrance thing, like a memory, very magical memory in my mind. So beautiful. Next up, I'm going to use this highlighter called Catching Clouds by Essence Beauty, and this is in Daily Dose of Dreamy Clouds. I'm just going to go in with the same blush brush, just highlight here, maybe here, maybe here, here. I don't know what I was talking about before the daffodils, but that was just so magical. Just like, I remember, it was before masks were a thing. God, what a wild thing we've been through. Ooh, yes, I'm going to now be using my favorite lip liner ever. This is the lip liner by Essence. I love Essence, honestly. If you see this Essence, you're welcome to sponsor me. What's the shade of this? Oh, it's the shade True Me. I really lost my train of thoughts here. What is going on? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna curl my lashes and put on some fake lashes. I'm just going to like think for a second. Okay, we can talk about like the life miracles. I feel like humans, not every human, but a big part of humans sometimes forget that our lives are so magical and that we shouldn't take anything for granted. The fact that we are here is a miracle on its own, and I don't know, it's so weird that we're even alive at the same time. Like, just think about how many like humans and beings have been here before us, and we just happen to live at the same time. We just happen to live at the same time as who's alive right now? Like Jim Carrey, Idris Elba, Oprah, Joan Didion. She did pass away like not long ago, but it's wild, that we all get to live right now. And I do believe in past lives, just so that it's said. But I just find it so wild that we are here right now, and maybe maybe we have been in a past life together. Maybe I was your mother, your daughter, your sister. I don't know. But I'm always... Okay, I have to do like a past life regression, but I'm always wondering who I was in a previous life, because this life that I'm living right now, to the exterior, I think my life looks a lot cooler to people around me, but to live it has been like really hard. My parents divorced when I was young-ish. No, I was young. I was like 9 years old. And that crushed me so much. And as I previously stated, my parents are from different countries. So I would live like between France and Norway. And that was like so hard for me. I had to get like new friends in countries. And in France, I went to like a not private school. And I'm not saying like, oh my god, poor me, I didn't go to private school in France. It was a huge like cultural shock for me, I went from going to school where everyone was like, oh, do you have the new toy, to a school where kids in my class would say like, oh, are you eating that yogurt? That's the expensive yogurt. And I was like, what are you talking about? We're 10. Why do you care about the price of a yogurt? Anyways, that scarred me a lot. And, I not that, but like the whole experience on its own, like living in, whatever. Anyways, when I tell this to people, like, oh yeah, I was brought up in France and Norway, people are usually quick to say, oh, you're so lucky. You lived in France and Norway, that is so cool. You're French, that's so cool. You're Norwegian, that's so cool, etc., etc. And honestly, I mean, it makes me very grateful for, even being, honestly, if you're watching this and you grew up in one country and you're thinking, what is she talking about? It's okay, you don't have to understand me. But one thing you can be grateful for is that you got to be as old as you are right now, which is not given. Like, the age that you are right now, it's not 100% that you would have gotten to the age that you're right now. And that should be a thing that you're grateful for. So, extra lashes. These lashes to impress, which are like small lashes. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with this story. This episode is really like all over its place, and I'm really sorry about it. And also, in the future, I would love to have people on here. Like, if you're interested, you're welcome. Send me an email. Also, since I'm doing my makeup, if you have a makeup brand that is vegan and cruelty-free and you're interested in being featured on here, you can also send me an email. You don't have to. I have enough makeup, but if you want to, you're welcome. Boom. Boom. No, wait, that's too high. Ah! I'm sorry. Did I hurt your ear? That's the makeup of it all. I feel like I have forgotten lipstick. And I have not put in anything in my eyebrows, but that's okay. I'm just going to use this lash separator, or I don't know what it's called, and come through the part where I don't have the fake eyelash. Oh, I can go through. No, it makes it go higher. Also, if you see this and you're like in love with me, you can send me an email. Just kidding, don't do that. Unless I removed the eyelash. Okay, that's okay. Not panic. Yeah. I'm thinking about like going on a date this year, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't know when you'll see this, as I previously said, but I hope when you see this that it's a beautiful day and that you are doing very well. Like this. Okay, do you want me to show the picture that was the inspiration behind this, so you kind of like understand the vibe that I was going for? Let's see. This is the picture that I was going for. Of course, I'm not as beautiful as Bella Hadid. I am beautiful in my own way. Let's not compare each other. Let's not compare. And also, I'm using this semi-shine First Love, also Essence Beauty. Hello, sponsor me. Just kidding. But yeah, that was my inspiration. Which I think might have been from a Chanel shoot. It looks like that, like the necklace looks like a Chanel necklace. It looks like one of those shooting stars necklaces. I don't know, whatever. And I think this shoot, whatever it is for, was probably inspired by Breakfast at Tiffany's. Of course, I have blonde hair, so it doesn't really work, but it is what it is. I think I am going to end it all here. Not all, but the podcast here for now. And I hope it won't be long till you see this from the 15th of February 2022. So yes. And I hope you're all having a beautiful day. And that you know that you are loved, because I love you so much. And that you remember that you are magical and like amazing. So yes, I'll see you next Monday maybe, and I love you so much. Bye bye. Mwah.